Okay, so hello. As some of you already might know, I'm Wojtek. My second name is Jeremy. And I will tell you a little bit more about triggering low-level APIs from JavaScript, which is, I think it ties nicely with the talk from Joseph, because it is, a security concern. So 11 years ago, there was this question on Stack Overflow asked, can you move the mouse pointer to a specific position with JavaScript? And I know this because I actually Googled for a similar thing 11 years ago. So if you know, that cannot be done in pure JavaScript, and for very good reasons, mainly security. Imagine that you're visiting a site that you don't necessarily trust, and they are able to move your mouse pointer wherever they want. You will be actually fighting the advertisers to have control over your mouse. So this is exactly what we will do on today's talk. I will show you how to control your mouse position and many more cool low-level APIs from JavaScript. And definitely don't do this at home. Don't expose the APIs through a server. And yeah, that will be a live coding session. So what can go wrong? All right, let's go here. So to achieve that, you either need to call built-in Node modules to get the operating system specific details and maybe get some actions on it, execute a shell script, or basically use any other kind of API. And BTT stands for Better Touch Tool. This is a great application that I'm a very big fan of and a contributor. So I did create like a handy wrapper for BTT to control and automate my Mac. So let's just see if I can use the stand. 1, 2, hello, okay. All right, so you import the package. It's available on NPM. And you're able to do all sorts of cool things with it. So let's say that you want to show a notification. That's maybe not so fancy nowadays, where you have web push and all of that. But if you wanted to show notification, simple API, some object, title, hello, and then the content world. So BTT is like an isomorphic package, if that is still the thing when you call it. Basically, you can run it from both browser environment and from Node.js. And you can basically run many actions. So if I run the script now, ideally, if I didn't put on my do not disturb mode, I would see the notification. Demo time. Let me try it one more time. Oh no. All right, so let's try a different thing. If not, we will have to improvise. So BTT show HUD, and that's a very similar thing. So let's just copy it over. Save. Oh no, something isn't right. meet.js. Well, it's a lightning talk, so I don't want to debug it live. But overall, how much time do we have? Sorry. Let's try it again. Okay, there we go. So, that was hard. I'm not sure why the notification isn't coming up though. I'm quite sure that I disabled the. All right, so let's progress. So you can show some kind of HUD. You can move the mouse, and let's move the mouse now. BTT, move mouse. You pass the X and Y coordinates. So that would be 0, 0. So when I run the script, invoke, my mouse is here now, and I will press the button, and my mouse is now here. So it did actually move the mouse to the position that I wanted to. There are many, actions that you can invoke. So for example, in macOS, you have this thing that when I move my cursor like fast, it gets bigger. So you can trigger that as well. So let's say BTT cursor, toggle mouse cursor, no, size. I think it's under size. Toggle mouse size, there you go. Invoke, save, and you can now see my big cursor all the time. You can trigger keyboard shortcuts like the system-wide wise. So if you do BTT send shortcut and then do like CMD plus space, which is a shortcut for Spotlight, you invoke it, save it. And it doesn't work. OK. What I will do now, so I did create like a local server, and many things can go wrong now. If you open your phones and scan this QR code, sorry for QR codes again, you will access my personal hotspot, which is on the same network as my computer is, and you will be able to move my mouse with the UI that you see here. And you will be able to do all sorts of cool things. There is a limit for people only can be connected at the same time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, really fingers crossed, it all works now. If it doesn't, we'll have to call it. Are you moving my mouse? Yeah, you're changing my brightness. I'm doing nothing now, but you can see it because there is a presenter mode, sorry. Just a second. Triggering Siri now, I see. I need to close PowerPoint. That's a bad thing. Pull the fuse. Oh, there you go. Ha! Finally, gosh, that took a while. All right, so hopefully you should be able to still do that, but seeing that on the screen, sorry. Unless I kicked you out. Yeah, so there is the brightness changes is happening. You're moving my cursor. You can change the size of my cursor. And if you tap the touchpad, you will be able to click, but I intentionally didn't allow you to actually do any actions. But there will be like a circle animation, yeah. So you should be able to, basically control my computer now. So what you can do with that is, you can create a remote for your computer, and basically do all sorts of automations. The way it works, and I will try to kill the Node.js server now. And maybe close the Wi-Fi. That way, there is no way you'll be able to control my screen anymore. The way it's set up is very simple. I did create some Express Node.js server, and I'm just invoking the actions that I prepared beforehand, with REST parameters. So the front end is also very simple, just a regular fetch over buttons. No framework here, no nothing. But technically, yeah, you can control your mouse or do any other things from JavaScript, including moving the mouse cursor and so on. But it's more for internal use. It's not something that you would actually put on a website. That creates a major security risk, right? And yeah, I guess I ran out of time already. So if you have any questions, feel free to catch me at the corridor track, and we can have some fun with it and discuss that. Cheers.